Okay, thank you for joining me for today's live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. We are now full swing into January. So, how is that going for you guys? Do you feel like all of a sudden the dial turned up and it's like rubber hits the pavement? Like, let's go, let's get our anybody who is tapped into like their creative energy or like having the strong pull of what they like want to make foundational over the next 2 years, like kind of like affirming your launching point for whatever it is that you are designing, creating, involved with. That's important to your design, your blueprint, your personal soul's journey. It feels like those who are tapped into that and ready to go don't have to wait this year. Like usually it's like, okay, well, we're gonna like move into January and then sometime in the spring I'll feel like it's all like actually moving and taking on shape, but not this year. Woo! It is like it's happening like right now. I don't know if you guys are involved in groups, involved with like-minded people, being inspired, joining programs or courses or launching programs and courses, whatever that is. It's just happening, you guys. So I'm excited for one. And I feel myself like really learning some new, like I feel like I'm on like this learning curve at the same time of taking action, which I think that is I think that that's pretty much how it goes. I mean, we can learn something all we want, and then when we take action on it, we're learning, in real time also, because it now has our energetic blueprint on it, like our signature. And now it starts to take shape with you, for you. What is your impact and whatever that thing is for you? What is your impact on that? Okay, so hi Wendy, thanks so much for joining me. I see you there. Sorry guys, I can't see super well because I'm streaming to YouTube. No, not. I am streaming to YouTube, but I'm also streaming to TikTok here on my phone. So trying to see that. Lucid Dream, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, hi, sweetie. So what I'm doing is I'm shuffling these cards. What I want to ask Spirit for is direction on anything that Capricorn. We're going to start with Capricorn and we'll move through all 12 zodiac signs. As you know, the sun is in Capricorn right now. So happy birthday to all of you Capricorn sun babies. I bet that you guys are feeling very activated at this time as well. So I'm asking the card spirit here to influence the cards and give us any insight information that would help Capricorn for this week. Okay. And then like I said, we'll move to each one of the signs, after that in a beautiful flow. Okay. So we're here to network with one another, to support with one another in each of our journeys. Hello. Is it, Dom? I'm sorry. I cannot read that super well. But hello. Everyone for coming in today. Okay. So, and thank you. Okay. So let me go ahead and just mark the time here so I can put my timestamps in easily. And let's get going with Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. Hello. All right. So what does Spirit have to say for you, beauties? Our cardinal earth signs. These people are taking the forefront. Oh, we're starting out with Temperance. Okay. Temperance. I love Temperance so much because it is like this healed version of you, or you are tapped into the highest version, the spiritual version, whatever that looks like for you, to be able to see over any obstacles that you may have had. You see those rocks there? Those represent challenges or obstacles, right? Her feet, this angelic being here that represents you in this case, it has her feet well rooted in emotions. So emotions and higher consciousness are her guide, your guide right now, to be able to see over any challenges or obstacles that you may have encountered. All right. That's a beautiful way to start this week. All right. And now we have, Six of Swords. All right. Six of Swords, guys. So Six of Swords, let me just make sure I've got it in the right, in the camera here for everybody. Six of Swords is where you're definitely being guided on a journey, on a path. You're being taken somewhere new, away from the turbulence, maybe even emotional turbulence. Now you've settled your emotional body of water inside. And you're able to take wisdom from that now to go someplace that you are definitely, I would say the spirit is guiding you every step of the way. We have a tower here that has come up for you, Capricorn. So that's definitely going to be a sudden change of events. Okay. I don't know why why do I just swipe? I don't, okay. I guess to get analytics. I'm learning TikTok, guys. Bear with me. All right. So Capricorn, we're looking at a sudden change of events. So again, what we see here is this coming down from above energy that's influencing you. Okay. Again, water at the root of both of these cards. I mean, and we have structure here in the middle. So I think that the structure that you thought that you were implementing this year is about to receive a disruption. What I'm going to do, Capricorn, is I am going to go ahead and get clarifiers for you for this journey and a very specific message. We have, okay. All right. So we have the devil here, which is Saturn, which is the limitations that you have bought into or you have believed, okay, that have kept you in a very specific box or kept you, well, I mean, it's what created the reality that you're living now is the beliefs that you've held. So what you're wanting to do, though, is you're wanting to tune into, and if you notice here, the pentagram on the at the top between the devil's horns here references split energy, because when the pentacle is upright, that is the pentacle is upright. There is going to be a point at the top of the star right there. And that is where you're tuned into that influence, that higher consciousness, spiritual influence. Okay. So I think I would have to say here, Capricorn, that you're getting a wake-up call because you're moving in a direction that you had not expected you were going to. And now you're going to have that realization this week. Spirit has definitely got your back. There's no worries about like what this tower is going to look like. Don't ever worry about that. Okay. It's like, no, you got a momentum moving in a direction. And it always has to do with your personal desires. Okay. So you got a personal desire, momentum, moving, something you've thought about and desired and maybe even been working on for a long time that's about to take a turn, an unexpected turn. Now, let's take a look for just a moment of what this belief that you need to move out of is that is holding you to where you currently are, okay? Keeping you bound to your current circumstances. We have the Six of Pentacles. Now we have Six of Swords already. And as a clarifier, we have the Six of Pentacles. Now the Six of Pentacles upright speaks to being able to open yourself up beyond just survival mode, be able to open yourself up to receive more abundance. And this can be an abundance of ideas, and it can be abundance of wealth also, of personal financial gain as well, right? But this card is reversed. So we're starting to see what this Saturn energy, this master teacher within you, which is that higher consciousness, is trying to show you something here, trying to show you something in terms of opening yourself up to be able to receive more abundantly. All right, let's get some more clarifiers on that. Oh, gosh. Okay, yeah, all right, here's the deal. So we've got the Leo here, the King of Wands. We also have the subconscious underneath, or desires underneath. This is a water sign here because we have the cups, and this is like all kinds of thoughts and ideas and what's influencing you in your personal aspirations. Okay, so this King of Wands is ready to grab a hold of any opportunity that is headed his way. He's very entrepreneurial. He's also extremely charismatic. He's happy-go-lucky. He's joyful, and he's about passion and pleasure in life. Okay. So what we're seeing here is, hi, Christoph. Thank you so much for joining me here on YouTube. Thank you. It's great to see you. So we're on Capricorn right now. So what we're seeing here, Capricorn, is that you are definitely have an opportunity that's headed your way that may be having your mind go in a million different directions. We also have here these two other cards that had surfaced as well for you to come out of the deck. And this is the Six of Swords again, and an internal conflict. Now it always starts with an internal conflict, but this may be actually, because it's wands here, you may be experiencing this conflict as in competition or other people kind of fighting against what you think that you need to be doing or what you feel like you're doing. You could also be fighting against yourself. I would say you have a strong potential of being the one that's fighting against yourself. You're not going with the call, which gives us the Tower. So you have a momentum moving in a very specific direction, and Spirit has an idea of what that needs to look like, okay? And where it's taking you, which is going to be more fulfilling than I think that you have an idea of right now. And so what is the advice here from Spirit? I mean, always quiet your mind and meditate, especially with the Six of Cups here. Quiet that mind. Let fresh ideas come in is definitely a call when you have cards like this, when you have this kind of stubborn, personal, or even egoic, which your ego definitely can be a driving force. But here's the question. Why are you moving in the direction that you are? Why are you going after the things that you're going after? And why are you taking the very specific route that you are? Now, is it because of a program, a societal expectation that's inside of you that you may not be aware of? You may not be aware of the full reason of why you're going and why you think it's going to have a specific outcome, why you're tied to an outcome, or why you're tied to the path that you're taking. I don't know that you're aware of it right now. So like I said, when we have that kind of energy here present on the table, what we're looking at is your need for meditation, your need to quiet your mind and allow Spirit to give you ideas and influence you. Here is further proof of that. This is the second time. The Hierophant was at the bottom of that deck, and I went ahead and shuffled it anyway to be absolutely certain that this was your answer, Capricorn. The Hierophant is your answer. The Hierophant is the one who is tapped into spiritual knowledge, being able to receive that divine inspiration and being able to then share that with others. What the Hierophant also stands for, and I feel very drawn to this interpretation for you, Capricorn, today, is that there is a tried and true method to what you are wanting to achieve. Whatever that looks like for you, fill in the blank, okay? There's a tried and true method, and you're being inspired to follow that, but you're fighting against it, as in, like, you want to be unique. You want to do this your own way. You're not going to follow. And you're being asked to actually to follow not reinvent the wheel. Don't reinvent the wheel, Capricorn. There's your answer. It's already been done. And so where you had been in a position of not being able to necessarily move forward with ease, what the answer here is, this devil here has the two parts of you, the intuitive part and so the feminine, right? Intuitive. And then the masculine, which is the action, the action. So what we're talking about when you're in harmony with yourself is inspired action. So here we have now, if you are able to settle down and allow the process that has already been discovered by other people, follow that, and you will actually liberate yourself, and you'll be able to bring your uniqueness to the table, but it will be much easier to be able to receive consistent inspiration on bringing about what it is that you want. There's a consistency or a pathway that's already been done. It's like the hard stuff has already been done for you. Follow that and you will liberate yourself. Okay. You don't have to carry the burden of being so innovative that nobody else has ever done it this way. You're being asked to, in fact, follow something that somebody else has already done, a pathway that somebody else has already taken. Quiet your mind, open yourself up to divine inspiration, and you will literally free yourself in one place to being able to see beyond. I just want to say, we started this reading out with Temperance, where you're able to see above obstacles. Look, these two are standing above the mountain that they're, They're higher. I mean, I realize that it's closer, right? There's the distance here, but what we're seeing is that the ability to be able to rise above the challenges easily and influenced by this healed version of yourself. So do not reinvent the wheel this week, Capricorn. There is an already tried and true method. You're being asked to go that route, and you will still be able to influence this with your own uniqueness. Okay. You're still going to be able to produce something that's unique to you in the outcome in the long run. But don't make it any more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, Capricorn. All right. I think that was a lot of fun getting to that message. I hope that it was very helpful for each of you. Go ahead and give yourself permission to relax, Capricorn, and open up, follow the path, and it will all unravel easily for you. Okay. And that tower won't have to be so difficult. All right. The tower will not have to be a difficult one. It's literally going to move you from one direction to another. One of the things I like, I just want to just touch on this real quick for you, Capricorn here. One of the things that I love about the tower card is it feels like that moment when you're just about to crest the mountain or be able to make a significant achievement, reach a goal, right? You're right there, but you can't quite get yourself. And that tower kind of like bolts you to the top, and it becomes that apex of now it becomes easier. Okay. So revelation ideas, they're going to be what helps you to be able to come to the other easier side, but also not trying to do it all, carry the burden of innovation yourself. Okay. Do not reinvent the wheel. Okay. So thank you so much, Capricorn. I love every one of you. I will be live here next week, and I will see you all then. Thank you. Okay. We're going to go ahead with Aquarius now. Hello, Aquarius. How are you? How is your new year going? Hi, Leslie. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. We're at Aquarius. All right. So what does Spirit have to say for our beautiful Aquarius? Now, I do want to let all of you know, and at this moment, it's only available on in the description box on my YouTube channel. So if this is something that interests you, please go there. What I have done is this year, I am launching my Patreon community, which is a private community, and we will meet in the afternoon, late afternoon, every Monday. So it will be at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we are going to meet in a live conversations with Spirit on my Patreon community. Okay. So if you want to interact with me live and ask questions of Spirit, even find out more information about tarot, how to interpret the cards a little better for yourself. But this is about how you raise your consciousness and how you bend your reality. Okay. So that's what those conversations are going to be about. If it intrigues you, go over to my Patreon. You can even see that link in my description box on my YouTube. All right. So starting off here, Aquarius, we had the Knight of Pentacles, definitely being absolutely clear. Look at the clarity there of where you're going to put your attention. Okay. In something long-term and lasting and very rewarding for you. Ooh, High Priestess. Love this. Love this. High Priestess. This is psychic abilities. This is, I'm definitely getting healer abilities in this, but definitely tapped in and tuned into divine spirit for knowledge, right? So the High Priestess is the one who receives information from spirit prior to something manifesting. So it's very, because this is also Cancer energy, it's very resonant with the moon energy, but she's like this powerful being that receives that information. So if you're getting some sort of like intuitive messages recently, I would definitely be trusting those. We have here the King of Swords. That's you. Yeah, that's you in your full power, standing up and being like, I am the most authentic version of me. I'm not clouded. You are clear that you are going to do whatever it is that you do on your own terms and in 100% your own personal authenticity. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. So whatever you're putting your attention to or have been putting your attention on and have been kind of like biding your time and allowing it to take hold, let that seed sprout and, be watered and nurtured, whatever that was. This high priestess is saying that you're about to receive a large payout for what it is that you have been wanting and what you've been paying attention to. Okay, Aquarius, this is fantastic. Fantastic for you. I'm going to go ahead and use our Rider-Waite Smith here for a clarifier. Oh, go bold. Go bold. You've got the information that you need and you're going to learn more on your way. Okay. This is 2 nights. This is 2 nights here. Now, the nights are all about how you're approaching a particular situation. And with the Knight of Pentacles being the first card that came out, I would say that you have already done a lot of intention setting. And now this night, this approach that is necessary now is like wherever you feel like go, do it and don't ask a lot of questions. There's not that Knight of Wands doesn't take any time to stop and ask questions and ponder. He just goes for it. All right. So yeah, here we are again with the Pentacles. You're definitely being driven to a new life. Okay. And it's very flourishing. Okay. Very flourishing. I want to get some more information on that Ace of Pentacles. That definitely speaks to the Ace of Pentacles, speaks to being able to have everything that you need as far as resources, material resources, to be able to pursue a life of vitality, to be able to pursue your creative venture, to be able to pursue your ideas. Okay. So that's what the Ace of Pentacles, there's the Chariot, another Cancer card. All right. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. Look at this. All right. So, Aquarius, I mean, this is no joke. You guys are hitting the ground running. All right. This is where you're taking off. You're going. You don't have all of the answers yet, and you're not meant to have all the answers because it's about adventure right now. But know that everything that you've been putting your energy to, and now you feel to take that action, is definitely going to be extremely abundant in nature. Definitely. Okay. This woman here talks about this new life that is manifesting for you. This beautiful being speaks to a new life manifesting before you. And this gives you the clarity necessary and the perspective that you have never, ever had before. So honestly, if I have to boil it down to what your message is, and I always want to, right? What is that? Sum it up message from Spirit for you, Aquarius. I would say that this week is all about the ideas. Okay, so I know you Aquariuses are all up here cerebral, right? You're learning everything. You're finding out as much information as you can. You're pondering it. You're thinking about it. And now it is time to act. It is time to no longer ponder, no longer consider, and you've gathered all of the necessary information on what it is that's important to you. And Spirit is going to have you moving like lightning, like fire. It's time to go. It's time to do because you already be. Okay. It's time to do. I am going to write that down. Okay. It's time to do because you've already got everything that you need. It's not time to think about. It's time for action. You guys have thought about it long enough. And now the spirit world has taken hold. That's High Priestess. Spirit world has taken hold of what has been going on in your mind and is ready for you to just act on it now. And I love that for you, Aquarius. Okay, thank you so much for joining me here today on this live. I love every one of you and adore you. And I'm going to see you all next week, okay, Aquarius? And if you would like or interested, leave in the comments what it is that you feel like you're ready to take action on this week. It's time. It's time. I would love to hear about it. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and I will see you all next week. Thank you again. We're going to do Pisces now. It's 24. Pisces, Hello, Pisces. Let me get these cards here for you, and let's shuffle the deck to find out what is in store for you for this week. What are the current energies that are a guiding force for you? You guys, are you feeling that North Node moving into your sign? That's going to be on the 11th. On the 11th, the North Node. I believe it's the 11th, not the 7th. Is it tomorrow or is it the 11th? Regardless, it is this week. It's on. Game on for you guys, Pisces. Game on. You guys are going to be meeting your destiny, and there is no stopping you. There is no stopping you. Over this next year and a half. Whoa, can't make this stuff up. What did I say? That is the Wheel of Fortune there. Guess what? There is no stopping the Wheel of Fortune. There is so much movement that you have you're ready to meet it. You're ready to meet this action, this fated opportunity, this fated chain of events that are going to mark the next year and a half for you here, Pisces. So what does that look like? You're ready. You are definitely ready. Wheel of Fortune is definitely fated events, and it is expansion based on your personal wisdom. This is you meeting that, okay? That's you meeting it right there. That's you meeting it. Okay, so that's a key important piece. It's for the interpretation of the Wheel of Fortune. Now, we have the Nine of Swords here. The Nine of Swords. So what has been plaguing your mind? What have you discovered has been disruptive in your thoughts that has been holding you back from being able to move forward? Okay. That's what this Nine of Swords is. Now, if you take a look at here, she's facing that demon, and it's a self-imposed one. This is all a matter of your own making, right? It's making a bigger deal, making a mountain out of a molehill. Have you ever heard that saying, right? So what we're looking at here is where she's now bringing light. There's light here, to places that have been disturbing to her in her inner thoughts. Okay. It's kind of like that monster under the bed that's not really there, but you can't. I don't know, but when I was little, I would be afraid sometimes to like get off my bed, go to the bathroom in the middle of the night because I was afraid of like what was underneath my bed, right? So you're like worried about like putting your foot down on the floor. That's what this card always reminds me of, but it just like keeps on and like won't let you like kind of move because it's just persistent. Okay. We have here the Four of Cups. Ooh, I like that. So if we put these two together here and we go, wait a minute, what has been that scary thing? The Four of Cups can say that you may have a belief that you're not enough, or what opportunities have been coming your way are not enough for you, or what you have been living isn't enough. That's what this Four of Cups is. It's not enough satisfaction in what's being presented to you or what you're currently living. Okay. And that can be plaguing, definitely. Okay. Or you feeling like you're not enough. All right. So let's get another card here for you. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. So two things here. With the Wheel of Fortune, at the beginning of this reading, what we're seeing here is that as you're able to allow yourself to go more with the flow, rather than using your own mind to make up scenarios that aren't necessarily true, or having yourself in a place of like apathy or disinterest in life, disinterest in opportunities are coming your way. If you can allow yourself to look beyond that and feel a little bit more curious, the promise here is that what is calling you is meant to make you wealthy, whatever that means to you. Now, if you're looking for wealth and health, wealth and love, wealth and money, whatever that is, this king is about where you placed your energy, you will get more of. The wealthiest king here. Okay. So where are you placing your energy? What are your desires? What it is that you actually want will be very abundant in nature. Very abundant nature. Let's go. I was using the other deck to. I was using the other deck to get a. No, it's not meant to. Nope, I'm not meant to. I'm meant to continue on with this deck for you guys. Yeah, I was using that Rider-Waite-Smith deck to get clarifiers for the other signs, but no, I'm told let's go. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because Pluto is in your 12th house of subconscious. Okay. It's also your dreams, your desires, your aspirations. And this deck right here, which is the Sacred Kingdoms, the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms, this deck feels very Plutonian for me. So for you, Pisces, with Pluto going into your 12th house, no wonder I'm being called to continue with this deck for you. And no wonder these cards are coming up to be looked at as what is influencing you on a subconscious level that continues to play out over and over. What fear do you have that is I think maybe you're not seeing how your life is changing right now, or you're limiting yourself to being able to experiencing it. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles here for clarifier. Let's keep going with some clarifiers here. Knight of Pentacles, King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Emperor. Yeah, it's time to own the master within. Yep, it is time to own the master within. So Aquarius energy. What did I say? Pluto's in your Aquarius house, right? Of your 12th house. And Knight of Pentacles. You're definitely on this. Your journey is kicking off this week. You're going to understand, and it is going to be so, you're going to be so hyper aware of a personal call for growth and movement of self-mastery. Okay. And I don't know if you guys are already beginning to feel it, but there's no denying it. There is no denying owning the master within. So if you can allow yourself the freedom to open up and to be influenced by spirit, it's going to be extremely powerful for you. You know what happens when this North Node is in your sign? We have Jupiter expanding you with your own wisdom. Is you begin to really find out what your own personal divine blueprint is. Okay. And some of you may already have a really strong internal guidance that's been showing the way, but being able to refine that personal, what lights your fire, what sparks you, what has you asking more questions and more interested in what is that topic, what is that area? That's how you find your own personal blueprint. And when you are following that path, you become the master of your reality, and you begin to allow the universe to move through you rather than you trying. So you are switching an ideology here. You're switching instead of trying to make things happen, instead of trying to go after something here, Pisces, you are literally allowing the universe to move through you, take action through you. That is part of the plan that you came into this life with. It's what's called our own divine blueprint, and it resides in your heart chakra. So if you need to do some heart chakra meditations, opening, right? But if you start looking at what your personal interests are, what has you so fascinated, you want to learn more about it. That's the starting point right there. Okay. And it becomes your greatest teacher, and you are now on your soul path to be able to achieve the things that you had designed for yourself prior to coming into this life. And you are switching from trying to being guided, right? You're not going after something anymore. You're literally, the universe is moving clearly and easily through you and acting through you, and everything, all abundance comes to you. That abundant king. I told you there's a promise in this. So what you're doing is you're expanding your operating system. You're no longer trying, and it's going to be very clear to you this week. It's not about you trying. It's about opening up towards your interests and letting spirit or the universe move through you and create through you. And that way you're going to achieve the things that your soul has designed for you when you came onto this planet. Okay. All right, Pisces, this is a big week for you. Game on, Pisces. All right. And that's what I'm going to name this video, Game On. There's no turning back at this point, and there's no stopping you now. Okay. So let me go ahead and get the card that dropped. All right, here. Now, let's see. We're going to move forward with you. Game on, Christoph. That's right. Game on. You're ready for this. I know how hard you've been preparing. You have been working your little tail off, Christoph, preparing for this. And I admire it. I admire your aspirations and your goals and your drive towards them. And now you can just let the universe do the heavy lifting for you. Okay. All right. Thanks so much again, Pisces, for being here with me. I will see you all next week. I love every one of you. And now we are going to move forward with Aries. Aries, hello. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining me for your January. What are we at? We're at the 6th through the 12th. Is that what's happening here? So now the pressure's off of you guys just a little bit as that North Node changes out of your sign, moves on over to Pisces. You're like, good riddance. Thank you so much. I definitely became a stronger version of me. I know more about who I am, where I'm going, and sorry about that. Cards are just moving all over the place, aren't they? All right. So let's see here. Aries, we have the Fool, the first card up, the Fool. Courageous step. This, every time I see the depiction in this deck, okay, this is the Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms. And every single time I see this, it reminds me of brave and courageous steps. Okay. I mean, this is just a really strong, I mean, that's what the Fool is, like taking this new journey, this leap of faith, right? But the wolf in that just really speaks to courage. Okay. So we have the 8 of Swords. Now, the courage has to do with liberation. The courage has to do with liberation. We have here at the bottom of your deck here, this Justice card that was peering out, where you meet your karmic path. What you have put out is coming back, right? With the Justice card. That's Libra. That was the South Node. That's Libra that shares the axis with you. This Queen of Swords also speaks to, this is also a Libra card. Okay. So what we're doing here is we're looking at this root force that is pulling you and has everything to do with knowledge. This is not an emotional venture. This step that you're taking is not one that is based on emotion, but more based on knowledge. Okay. Based on knowledge. Now let's go a little bit deeper. Let's get some clarifiers for that. We have the Page of Wands, information about movement. Okay. Curiosity in where you're going, getting pulled in this direction. I mean, certainly you're being pulled in a direction, right? 5 of Swords reversed. That's funny because upright and look at that reflection here. Ooh. What does that mean? That it's the same, almost night and day. Ooh. So the 5 of Swords, instead of making this, I think that this 5 of Swords that is reversed for you here, Aries, is talking about what do you know intuitively? What do you know deep inside of yourself about where you're going and what is inspiring this sense of curiosity? Okay. What do you know intuitively about where you're going? I'm going to find out some more information for you here, Aries. I'm going to ask the cards for clarifiers to bring a little bit deeper insight into that. If you guys have some knowledge. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And the loss of a loved one is so difficult. But yeah, but you can't control, right? It's time for you to take some big steps in your own personal divine future, right? What you're still here for. Thank you so much for sharing that vulnerable share there. We are deeply loved, and I hope that you feel a sense of warmth and love and care from this reading for you, okay? Because that is no easy feat, overcoming the loss of somebody, that, especially a child, okay? So my heart goes out to you. We have the eight. Are you an Aries? Are you an Aries? The one that just had commented? Because look, you're drawing a line in the sand. You're putting up a strong boundary of like, yeah, I know exactly where I'm going, and I'm not going to allow myself to continue, because this is where you freed yourself. You are no longer going to be a victim of circumstances anymore. No longer going to be a victim of circumstances. There's something else calling you. Please tell us what it is that's calling you, Spirit. Yeah, it's time to take strategic steps. Very strategic steps, all right, for your path forward, because there's actually some opportunities. These are ships that are coming in for you. And so you are going to be given some ideas, some thoughts. You take some, because you have new life. You have new life. All right. That is wanting to birth in your new reality. Okay, Aries, a new reality for you. And it's paying. This is a card of being able to take stock of what you've been putting your energy or resources towards, and how it's paying off for you. So you're starting to see the payoff. Starting to see the payoff towards a new life. Has it all been worth it? Has everything that you have put your energy into been worth it? Yeah, it actually has, because it's bringing something new in for you. And you're about to take a very brave step. And I have to say that the brave step is no longer being a victim to circumstances. That is probably, as I read this, is probably the biggest message here for you. No longer a victim of circumstances. Look at this. Happy family, happy home, happy reality, happy, emotionally supportive, everything joyful. All of your dreams and wishes coming true. Whatever it is that you have desired here, your call and determination to not be a victim to circumstances has liberated you enormously here, Aries. And what you're going to experience now, because you have made this determination, is the birth of a very extremely satisfying life. Whatever it is that you have desired that is going to bring satisfaction, it's coming. It's coming. So congratulations on doing the really tough, hard work here, Aries, and being able to find out where you have allowed yourself, and all of us, we go through it, right? And that's how we then grow, is when we recognize, wait a minute, what I'm experiencing isn't necessarily what I want to experience. I want so much more. And so I'm going to put my foot down, and I'm going to make some really strong plans for myself, because opportunity and new life is available for me. New life available. That's what I'm going to name this. Okay, Aries, you are remarkable. You are outstanding in what you are capable of, and absolutely fascinating, a force of nature to, I would say it's a deep reverence watching an Aries work, watching an Aries, use their creativity to master their life is something that is, all of us have Aries in our chart somewhere. And so when we tap into that part of ourselves, and watching you guys do this in your sun sign, right, is even in your first house, is something that's so fascinating and so inspiring to other people to watch. I'm always in awe when I watch an Aries work, an Aries move, an Aries go for it, right? Every single time. It's so like a forest fire raging. You have to take note. You can't just ignore a forest fire. When Aries move, there is no ignoring it. So I would like to just say, congratulations on your strong decision to move forward in a bold way. I love every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you all next week. Enjoy the launch of your new life this week. Okay, Aries, thank you. Okay, so now it's Taurus. Taurus, hello. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's reading. We are going to ask Spirit what the energies are that are influencing you and supporting you on this beautiful 2025 beginning. I'm so excited for 2025. I'm excited for you, Tauruses, because this is Uranus's final stand in your sign. You've got Jupiter in your second house of finances and earnings and material possessions. The expansion of that, you have Uranus, who has helped you adapt to change and to enjoy how you can move with the tides, rather than fighting them or trying to stand firm, no matter what's trying to move you. Taurus, you guys have been working hard, and now Uranus is going to be moving into your second house now of earnings and finances. Okay, so expect more surprises. And what do we have? We have something going on with Venus this week. Oh gosh, I wish that I had that information. I learned about it a few days ago, and I can't quite remember enough to be able to tell you, except that there are I know Venus is exalted in Pisces, where she is, and so you can expect very harmonious and loving energies to be influencing you at this time. I think that there are some big surprises available for you in the most positive ways, Taurus, coming this week. Okay. In terms of financial stability, yeah, that's something that Taurus values greatly, is financial stability, right? We have the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Happy home, happy life, happy outcome, all wishes fulfilled, all wishes granted. Financial security. Is that the wish that has been granted? 6 of Swords, taking yourself out of a difficult period of time, away from your own personal hell, and allowing yourself to be guided towards a beautiful, bright new future, a future based in your wisdom. Now, if we think about the King of Swords, which is your king, Taurus, what we see is how he has used his wisdom to build his empire. And one of the key elements of the 6 of Swords is the wisdom that you have gained from difficult experiences. And now there's the Chariot. There's the Chariot. Moving forward with confidence. Another card of moving forward with confidence. So this Chariot. So the Chariot actually talks about this very specific way of moving forward. And it is a way that is based on rising above. Okay, so if we have experienced like a difficult time, like maybe we kind of got into it with somebody, or we just have had a very challenging time, getting caught up in the details of our life. That's being sort of like you're creating by default at that point, and not being the conscious creator. So when you rise above circumstances and you tap into the higher wisdom of source, God, angels, whatever that is for you, when you tap into a higher wisdom, you are no longer being swayed to a reactionary or survival mode response. It's reactionary, right? It's not even response, right? So you move away from that duality, that pull between love and fear, constant back and forth. And you now take action from a very inspired place that has you deciding how you're going to feel. And that feeling is the one of being connected to the universe or source, God, angels, higher self, whatever that is for you. Okay. When you're connected to that life force energy that's breathing life into you, that untouchable, almost undefinable force, when you're tapped into that and you decide that you are going to remain connected no matter what, movement begins to happen in your life. 9 of Wands, taking that wisdom and taking action on that wisdom, now nobody can take that. The Nine of Wands reminds me of like that. God, what is her name? Like, I don't know if it's like Diana Ross song. It's an old like 80s song. If you guys know what I'm talking about, leave it in the comments. Okay. But it's the, no one can take your dignity. Once you have your dignity, nobody can take it away from you. Well, also that's true. Dignity, wisdom, confidence, powerful force within yourself of being tapped into life force energy. You're moving forward with that kind of conviction and confidence. Okay. All right. And now we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a milestone achievement. So if we're pulling this all together, we would say that if you have lived a turbulent setup, what am I talking about? I literally mentioned Uranus being in your sign since, forever, the 6 years, 7 years it's been in there. All of this turbulence that you may have experienced and what has unraveled because of all of that, it has left you with the ability to be able to rise above circumstances and no longer be reactionary. You get to now plan, and with conviction and knowledge and confidence, you get to plan these achievements that you make in life. You know what? I just read that Three of Wands like it was the Four of Wands. Three of Wands. This is strategy in your steps. Strategy in your steps, because things are coming your way. So yeah, it's balanced. And yeah, you're going to make some achievements here, but I apologize. I read that just a little bit wrong. But I think that three obviously moves into the four. And so it's not completely out of, off base to be able to read it that way. But that Three of Wands is where you're taking strategy that impacts your long-term sense of financial stability. Okay. Let's see here. So let's keep going with you, Taurus. What is your outcome for this week? What is the outcome for? They wanted me to use the other deck. Okay, no problem. This is the traditional Rider-Waite deck that we're going to use here. What is the outcome for Taurus this week? What does Taurus need to know? Ooh, change. Deep psychological change. That is where you end a cycle, psychological cycle, right? It's what that internal narrative and program that just plays out the circumstances of our life. What does Carl Jung say? He says something along the lines of, this is what he says, until the unconscious becomes conscious, it will dictate the circumstances of your life, and you will call it fate. I may have fumbled that just a little bit, but the gist of it's there. It's going to, the unconscious aspect of you, until it becomes conscious, it will continue to dictate the circumstances of your life, and you will call it fate. The Hanged Man speaks to being able to get out of that cycle, being able to make what was unconscious conscious. Being able to make what was unconscious conscious. Is that your outcome for? Okay. All right. So we have, so I have the Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups. The interpretation that I'm getting for you here, Taurus, is like the difference between, no, I'm going to keep, hold on. I'm going to keep going before I say anything. Three of Cups, Page of Cups, Ten of Cups, Three of Cups. Yeah, I know what I want to say to interpret this, but I'm going to just keep going just a little bit here before I go any further, okay? Before I go any further. This is all water energy. Even that Pisces is water energy. Okay, here, Taurus. So we're taking this, what was unconscious, and we are making it conscious as far as what your imagination. Okay, so what ideas have you been getting? What creative ideas have you been getting about your personal success? Okay. Now, this is about friend group, networking, connection, right? This is about being able to connect with like-minded people and being able to be 100% yourself and celebrate life as you are moving forward. Honestly, looking at your entire reading here, Taurus, I would have to say that there is some sort of soul fulfillment that you are experiencing in terms of groups that you are joining, groups that you are putting together, and it will actually benefit you in more ways than what you expect. This is Jupiter. Jupiter is one of the ruling planets of, what is this? I want to say a Pisces. Well, okay, so Jupiter, let's not go there, because I know Neptune is a modern ruling planet for Pisces. But is the original or traditional, is that Jupiter or is it Saturn? I want to say it's Jupiter. Okay, so we have Jupiter here who is expanding you beyond where you had been limited. Okay. And I think that it's doing it through connections with other people. What you've done here, it's all kind of coming together. And that's what this whole 9-year is going to be about. Okay. This is about where all that you have been through, all the lessons that you have learned, or the life that you have accumulated over the last 9 years, putting it all out there and being able to look at it and sift through it and say, what is good for me that then becomes good for all. Okay. Because there's a very humanitarian vibe in the 9-year. Okay. So I think that what you have done here is you have decided to extract yourself from being caught up in the minutia, the day-to-day activities of life, and being pulled one direction or another. You've decided to rise above and choose your sense of well-being, your connection to the divine. Okay. You've made that decision, and now you're being called to connect with other people. And through those connections with other people, you will find your success. Again, you could be launching some sort of group, or whatever it is that you are engaging in has to do with connections with other people. And that's where you will find your success, your personal expansion, your personal connection to your fortune. The wheels of fate are turning in your favor, and it has to do with you connecting with other people to be able to receive your financial stability and your success. Success in connections. I'm going to write that down. Success in connections. But you've been getting a lot of ideas about this, haven't you? Because we have the Page of Cups. There's a creative force that is working through you. Absolutely a creative force that is working through you, Taurus, that is inspiring you to these connections, because your success is embedded in those connections. Okay. Now you're the Hierophant. You're the Hierophant, right, Taurus? Which is where you connect to the divine and you share that information with other people, right? You kind of you're a standard setter. So yeah, that rings true. It tracks, doesn't it? Totally tracks here, Taurus. All right. So let's go ahead and thank you so much for being here with me, Taurus. I love every one of you. This is an interesting, pivotal week for you. Okay. It's a pivotal week for you where you start to see how your connections with other people are expanding your life, expanding your good fortunes. Okay. All right. I love you. Thank you again for being here with me. I will see you all next week. We're going to go ahead with Gemini now. Hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. We are finding out what the current energies are for you that are influencing you. What kind of information can Spirit provide that is going to help you with your personal journey? Maybe be an uplifting message or a point of clarity for you. I do want to let you all know that I am launching my Patreon this week. If you are interested in conversations with Spirit, this is a live Q&A with me. and we will meet every single week. We will have discussions on everything that you are interested in. We will talk about interpretations of tarot, how you can use that information with tarot to influence and create your life. We will talk about raising your consciousness. We'll talk about influencing and manipulating and bending your reality. We'll talk about how you even bend time, all those things. If that's interesting to you, Gemini, join me, and you'll have to go to Patreon. I do not have a link on TikTok. I have very new to TikTok. I don't even know how to add that information on there yet, but you'll have to go to Patreon and put in my name, Tamara Larice, and you will see my community there that I just launched. Okay. And we meet every Monday afternoon, 4 p.m. Pacific, evening, I guess, 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 Eastern. Okay. All right. So the first card for you, Gemini, here is the Queen of Wands. I mean, this is power right here, Gemini. You're starting out with a very powerful force. This is the woman who is able to receive offers, receive information, receive actionable. It's all about being able to take action, right? So actionable ideas, actionable information. It's all about taking action. She's the receiving part of that equation. So she receives and she uses that information to act accordingly with confidence and power to create her reality. So there's no wonder why I felt called to mention it in this particular reading about that Patreon. Okay. So, yeah, this is, let me see just a moment here. All right. Okay. Okay. I guess TikTok wants to make sure that I'm still live. All right. So 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. This is where you are collaborating, you are connecting, you are networking with other people with your work. Okay. With your work. This is deep connections with others to have a financial rewarding. I want to say financially rewarding, something that you're building, something that you're working on, because that's an earth card, right? So it's about work. It's about physical material reality, something that you are actively doing with confidence with other people. Okay. And what is the outcome of 9 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune? So whatever it is that you're doing, you are definitely on a fated path. This is going to expand you in areas that you desire. The 9 of Cups is wishes fulfilled. Aligned with wishes fulfilled. This is where you have met your personal destiny and you are expanding. So whoever that you are connecting with right now, whatever it is that you're building, whatever, I mean, this could be vendors to collaborators to anything that you are working with other people on. It is definitely a fated scenario. Okay. And it is going to bring you in. It's going to be extremely fulfilling in all areas of your life. Okay. So it is seem judgment. Yeah. Again, this is absolutely, I think that you are on your fated path. I'm writing that down. Gemini, you are on your fated path. Make no mistake that where you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be. The people that you are connected with are exactly the people that you're meant to be connected with. And they are part of your personal expansion and dreams come true. Is there anything else that Spirit has to say to you here, Gemini? Because that was pretty, I mean, straightforward. Your dreams are coming true through your current reality, through your current connections and creations. Okay. And you got all the confidence. Like you're not lacking anything right now. Here, Gemini, you're on track. You're on track. And it's going to bring out the very best for you. So anything else that you want to say to our beloved Queen of Wands again? Yeah, this is power in your creations. This is confidence. This is you going for it. All right. This is like you receive everything that you need in order to go where you want to go. This is a red carpet being rolled out to you. Ooh, we have the Tower here. Oh, I think that success is going to happen faster than you think. Let's go ahead and get some clarifier on that tower. Clarifier on that tower for you, please. The moon being guided is something that you can't see. It's a part of this ending of a cycle. The world. All right, when we have the world card show up, the world can definitely mean the end of a major transformative cycle that you have been in. Certainly resonant with this 9-year that we're in right now, where, it's the ending of all that's been, and we're, coming into something new. I want to say, though, that the interpretation I'm getting for this card for you, Gemini, is actually, it is you going big into the world. That's what you don't necessarily see coming, is how much this is going to, how expansive this is going to be. I think that you don't necessarily see that, but you're being called. King of Cups is emotional. Yeah. Okay. We have the King of Cups, which is emotional maturity and being able to use your creative ideas responsibly. This is the Page of Wands. You may not have all of the information yet, but you are definitely in a state of curiosity about taking that action. Okay. You are receiving what you need to take action. And you just being in a very curious state is supportive of that, Gemini. We have the Ace of Cups, where your life is about to take on a whole new meaning. This is new meaning for your life, and it is joyful, and it is peaceful, and it is loving. And it could mean actually a new love in your life. Okay. It could mean love. But your life is definitely about to change in all of the very best ways. We have here the five of swords, your fellow air sign Aquarius here, where you may not see eye to eye with other people about all of this, but I don't feel like it's going to hold you back in any way, because your happiness, allow your happiness to be your guide. Allow your happiness to be your guide, because here you are as the magician, having all of what I keep saying about her, saying you have everything that you need. Be confident. Confidence and happiness. Confidence and happiness. Let it be your guide, because you have everything that you need to be able to create exactly what you want. You have everything that you need. So if there is a conflict where you're not necessarily seeing eye to eye with somebody, there's some sort of verbal conflict, or maybe it's a text war, something like that, going back and forth with it, drop it. You don't need to convince anybody else, because you personally have everything that you need. You don't need to convince anybody else here. You're on track. You're doing exactly what you meant to be doing. Okay. All right. And it's working out really well for you. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much for joining me. I love every one of you. I will see you all next week, and I hope to see you in my private community on Patreon. Okay, take care now. Bye-bye. We're going to move forward with Cancer. Hello, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading today. We are going to take a look at the current energies to see how they're influencing you, and any messages that Spirit has to support you on your journey. Okay, maybe points of clarity. What is it that Spirit has to say to you, Cancer? Let's find out. All right, so I'm letting everybody know that I am launching my Patreon community today. So if you are wanting to go live with me with a Q&A on any subjects that are important to you at all, please go to Patreon and find me, Tamara Larice. I will be there at 4 p.m. today, or 4 p.m. Pacific, or 7 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to dive into any and every topic that you are interested in terms of your evolution, your raising of your consciousness, creating your reality, all of the subjects, even tarot. If you're interested in learning more about tarot, this is a live Q&A with me. We'll be doing it every single week on my Patreon. Okay. So, and you get to have much more intimate contact with me. All right. So we're starting off here, Cancer, with a brand new financial journey for you. All right. Experiencing your finances in a very different way. We have the Hermit. The Hermit is Mercury. The Hermit is using your own guidance system, using your own wisdom to guide your steps. step by step by step. Very organized energy, extremely organized energy. So you're organizing your finances this week here, Cancer, after the holidays. Totally makes sense. But I think that you're about to experience something new in your financial well-being. That ace is always something new. Always something. Yes, it's positive. Don't worry. It's positive. Okay. All right, Cancer. 3 of Cups. Connections with other people. Friend group. Parties. Celebration. Joy for life. Ace of Pentacles. Hermit. Organization. Let's get some clarifiers. And Queen of Cups. This is you. This is you showing up in your full power. All right. So I'm going to say, are you planning a trip? Now, that's not cards of travel, but are you planning something, some sort of party, some sort of trip, something that you are doing with your friends? What are your plans? It looks like you're planning something. Oh, okay. This is career success, confidence. Yeah. Okay, so whatever plans you are making and your friends are extremely supportive of this for you, they are going to benefit your career wildly, and you're going to be very well accepted. You're going to be recognized for your achievements, okay? Recognized for your achievements. We have, you're no longer conflicting with someone. There's no conflict there, or you've exited yourself out of a conflict. Yeah, and taking action. Yep. Taking bold action. And this could be travel. It definitely could be. Work could be having you go somewhere. You could be planning work stuff with your friends, or a work trip with your friends, something along those lines. But here's the thing: you are about to be through whatever it is that you are doing, and you're going boldly, and you're well prepared for this. You're going to be recognized for it, and all of your confidence and all of your ability to achieve success. Okay. Cancer, this looks really good for you. So if a conflict arises this week in any way, if a conflict arises in this week anyway, just step out of it, because everything is actually unfolding exactly perfect for you. And I would say that maybe it even is unfolding perfectly for you because you have decided to stop fighting. Okay. You may have decided to stop fighting, and everything literally opens up at this point. You're going on a work trip. You're planning a creative venture with friends. You may be going on a trip. There is definitely movement happening, and you are successful in what this is. Okay. You're being well recognized for all of your efforts. All of your efforts. You're being well recognized for it. So, Cancer, I think that this is definitely a week that you can just know that everything is going your way. Okay. I'm going to write that down, and everything. Sorry, I just wanted to take a moment to write that down. But honestly, Cancer, everything is going according to plan. Whatever those plans are, be confident, and you're going to be well recognized for your beautiful supportive role in this. And it's going to turn out very well. So everything is going according to plan. Everything is going well for you this week. It's a good week for you. Very positive week for you, Cancer. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you. That was pretty straightforward. Not a lot of in-depth information there. I just want to say that when we have wands show up the way that they did for you, Cancer, wands is about activity. It's about action. It's about using your creativity to take action. So whatever you are acting on this week, you have been working out the details on it, and it's going to turn out very well. That is your reading for this week. It's going to turn out well. Okay, we're going to move forward. Leo now. Thank you so much for being here with me, Cancer. I love every one of you. I hope to see you in my Patreon community so we can take a deeper dive into any topics that are important to you, and we can get to know each other a little bit better. All right, I will see you all next week if I don't see you on Patreon. So Leo. Hello, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me today, Leo. How are you enjoying your 2025? I hope it's going well for you. I hope that you are riding the waves of change gracefully. Let's see. Because not only do we have the year changing, it's extremely pivotal year for everybody. You're like, representing the new operating system here for humanity. So getting on board with that can be a little bit challenging. And we're having so many planets change this month. You guys are feeling it. When you come to represent, when you recognize yourself as a representative of life itself, the way that we do things in our society on this planet as humans, whatever it is, whatever you're called to represent, the way that we do this. Okay. With all of the changes that are afoot, that's not very fun for a fixed sign. So you may be feeling, like I said, a little bit of turbulence, but let's find out what Spirit has in store for you. Leo, we're starting out with the Page of Swords. Information. Straight up. This can be an email. This can be a text. This can be something that comes to you, even like in a book. It can be, you could be writing a book, but this is all about information. This is very information based. Okay. So a representative information. So we're starting there. And what else does Spirit have to say for you? This is often with it upright. I would say that it's good information is good news. Good news is coming your way. Okay. So let's get some more information on that information card. High Priestess. So is this information coming from your spirit? Are you getting psychic information? Are you getting downloads from Spirit right now with that High Priestess? The Lover's card. Yeah, connection. Deep connection. Deep loving connection. Okay. Now, you Leos have very warm hearts, and you can see the warmth in the heart connection here, heart center connections. But what we're also looking at when we have the Lovers is your ability to be connected with all parts of yourself, your intuitive part and your action part. Okay. To be able to create from a space of I want to say being able to manifest, or I don't even know if produce the life is the right word to say here. I don't know if it's produce the life or make the life, create the life that you desire in a very, very balanced way. So it's not just all about action. It's about being able to manifest through balance, the combination between love and connection with others and inspiration and then the action, right? It's like having all those pieces in place. Like, where's your energy at in place before you take the action? And it talks about having that ability in order to be able to manifest. Okay. Now we have here the Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords can mean a few different things. The most common interpretation for the Seven of Swords is manipulation. Okay. Now we know that the Gemini energy is about being able to manipulate reality. But when we are looking at the Seven of Swords, doesn't mean that means maybe somebody else around you may be trying to manipulate you into doing things a certain way that benefits them and not necessarily beneficial to you. It can also talk about having to have a new strategy, though, okay, in order to achieve your goals, because that would be another form of manipulation. So we have the Seven of Swords that is weighing, it's upright. So we're actually weighing towards the positive meaning of manipulation. You need a new strategy. You need a new strategy. But when I say you need a new strategy, looking at the cards is the information that you're receiving is influencing you to that new strategy. Leo, you're being influenced to that new strategy. And that new strategy is, what is my energy before I take action? We talked about this last week and the week before, where you are setting yourself up to be the standard holder, the representative of this new rise of consciousness for humanity, this new program that we're all engaging in as of 2025, 2026, right? So you have to be the representative of the new way. And that, which means that the information that you're getting this week is very informative on that new way, being able to be balanced in your manifestations, balanced in the way that you manipulate reality to manifest your desires, to have the desired outcome. It's not about just working hard. It's about being influenced by spirit. That's called intuition, right? What is your intuition saying first? Where is your energy in a position of being able to receive intuition? All right, Leo? Okay, so let's go ahead and get a few more clarifiers for you here, Leo. 5 of Pentacles, walking away from something that's not working out for you, breaking up with heartache, heartbreak, unworthiness. Are you confronting places inside of yourself that you have felt unworthy? 6 of Wands. Oh, so I all right. Okay, here, Leo. Here we go. You're receiving intuitive information about the life that you desire and the way to go about it. All right. And it's taking that new strategy. You're having to recognize where you had not been able to achieve the success that you have desired in your actions. You're having to own where it breaks down inside of you that has limited you from being able to achieve your own success. The only way that you're able to be a representative of how we do this, your fixed Leo sign, right? How we take action is to be able to build that knowledge from personal experience, a testimony, right? To have personal experience. So what you're doing is you are breaking down or just dissecting this week where it falls apart inside of you, where you have denied yourself a sense of worthiness inside of you, so that you have not, that has been influencing your ability to achieve what you desire. And now here we have the King of Pentacles. So you're taking a look at your personal success, the empire that you have the potential of building based on your love for life, based on your ability to manifest. I mean, you are consciousness turned into physical things, right? That is the Sun card. So you definitely you're on your path of success. When I said that you are maybe looking at riding those waves, you may be wrong riding those waves. Okay. We have the 6 of Pentacles, holding yourself back from your potential. We have potential to receive more abundance. Okay. We have the 10 of Swords, holding on to your perspective, the way that you are seeing certain situations in your life, and keeping yourself there, not letting a new, fresh idea, a new, fresh outlook, and that new information, the information from the beginning, you're holding yourself back from that information influencing you as much as you need it to, which is creating an overwhelming thought pattern inside your mind. And it's tormenting. It's very tormenting what you're doing inside your head right now. Okay. So this 7 of Wands literally is you. Okay. This is you taking bold action. Now, that's confidence, right? The 7 of Swords, that's a boundary being set. Now, I would say that the boundary being set here, well, let's go ahead and just get some clarifiers from this. This boundary being set for you, within you, certainly has to do with breaking up with that unworthiness inside of yourself. What is this? And I think that the answer really does lie between the 7 of Swords and they're both 7s, which is inward perspective, right? Between the 7 of Wands, not 7 of Swords. This is the 7 of Swords. Between the 7 of Swords and 7 of Wands. Page of Swords again. This is where we started. You need a fresh new insight. Fresh insight. You need information. You need information Depth. There we go. Exactly what I said. That's exactly what I was saying. Okay. Okay, there is information that is being presented to you that you need to embody. You need to use, all right? Because the information that's coming is the information that is going to help you be able to transform your life to the abundant, peaceful, joyful, happy, purposeful life that you have meant for yourself, so that you can use all the tools available to you. Use that information that is coming to you. Okay, there's information on its way or has been presented to you already that you need to embody this week, because it will have you walking away from something. It was going to create a big change for you. A big change. And this big change is going to be very purposeful. This is where you're following your passions. This is where you're at peace. This is where you are on your path of purpose. Okay, that's very satisfying when you're on your path of purpose. So there may be something that you actually have to end and walk away from that you thought was working out really well for you, and for a period of time it did. But we're looking at that new strategy now. That you're getting information on a new strategy in order to be able to manifest using all tools at your disposal. Now, when we're looking at all of our tools, we're not just only taking action, we're receiving inspiration for that action. So it's vitally, Leo, it is vitally important for you to take an earnest look at information that is being presented to you, either just has or is being presented to you this week. And it is time to take that information very seriously, embody that practice. It will help you heal from any sense of worthiness so that you are able to achieve your destined desire outcome, right? Being on that path of purpose, being on target with a sense of what do we have here? The sense of wealth and the sense of personal achievement, right? Being recognized for that achievement. So you definitely have your eyes set on success. That there's no question in that. You definitely have your eyes set on success, but you're being required to approach it in a different way. Again, once you do that, you use that information, you take it in, and you take action with that new information, you're going to be able to heal places that you were that you had felt, that sense of worthlessness, or I didn't quite make the mark, or whatever that low place is inside of you, Leo. You're going to be able to identify and heal that. And then you are going to be reunited with your power to achieve anything that you put your mind, heart, and soul to. Okay. So I have to say, success is imminent for you. How you go about that success needs to change. And you are going to find yourself in a much better, more satisfying, much more fulfilled position. And there's going to be a huge shift that happens in your life because of it. A big change in happiness and outcome, achievement. All of that is going to be able to come from you taking this information and making the internal change that you need to, and heal success. Okay. It's information, embodiment, heal, success. I'm going to write that down. Information, embodiment, heal, and success. That's what this week looks like for you. So, you guys are going to have a very busy week. Okay. But it's not busy in the way that you have always been busy. Just go, 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 go. Achieve, achieve, achieve. Yep. You're taking it in, and you are going to have some deep passion, or new processes. It's this internal work that you're doing this week. It's a learning a new practice, right? In order to achieve success. It's a spiritual practice. I think that it's a spiritual practice that you guys are doing. It's one that is going to, like I said, heal you and teach you something new about how to manifest, how to manipulate reality in all of the very best ways possible. Okay, Leo. So you have an interesting, dynamic, powerful week that you are embarking on. So I pray that you guys take that information in, use it to your best of your ability, make the internal shift, and then you will see your external world match that, your external success match it. Okay. You're on the brink of success. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for being here with me, Leo. I love every one of you. Please do find me on Patreon. We are going to have deep conversations with spirit on every subject that is important to you for achieving success, manipulating your reality. All of those things that you guys are doing, we're going to be talking about in that, because I will be channeling spirit for you guys. Okay. We can talk about tarot, whatever is important to you for you to learn and understand something new and more, so you can raise your vibration and be connected with your ability to manifest your own personal desired reality. That's what we're doing in that community. So I hope to see you all there. I love every one of you. I will see you next week. Have a great week. Okay. So we're on to Virgo now. Okay. Hello, Virgo. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate every one of you being here. I hope that you are taking care of yourself. That's what it feels like. Taking very good care of yourself this week, and you are experiencing wellness. So I'm letting everybody know that I am launching my Patreon. Every Monday, we are going to gather live at 4 p.m. Pacific. It is going to be 7 p.m. Eastern. This is a Q&A where I channel spirit, and I help you have deeper universal understandings about how to create your desired reality, how you can change your life in the ways that you to make life easy. I think that that's really what it is. How do we use universal energies and the divine information from our spirit to create our desired reality and make it easy? Okay. Which is not something that Virgos typically do. It's interesting. That's what's coming up for you guys. Okay. So we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Was it your guys' reading that I said last week that you were like, was it you guys? Might not have been. So if it wasn't, I apologize. But there was like this, pulling yourself back from letting something manifest that was really good for you guys. Holding yourself back from a new, that's the physical reality. That's physical reality right there. Ace of Pentacles is where you have everything that you need in order to do what you want, to be able to create, right? To be able to flourish in life. That is reversed for you guys. So that's interesting. All right, Virgo, let's get some more information here. What's going on? Justice, karmic cycle. What you put out is what you're getting back. Also, a strong commitment could be a something that has to do with legal matters that's going to turn out in your favor. Okay, so there may be, with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, you may be waiting for a particular outcome at this moment, something that you are going to commit to, or a judgment in your favor. Okay, so we have the King of Cups, so emotional maturity. Okay, emotional maturity. That means that you are in your own personal sense of sanctuary. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's really good for you guys. Let's go ahead and get some more clarifiers here from our Rider-Waite-Smith friend. My hair's sticking up there. Okay, let's get some information here. Oh, I've got these cards backwards. Bear with me here, Virgo. Okay. What does Spirit have to say in terms of emotional maturity, a commitment, or court case? Oh, topsy-turvy. That is where you're moving from one thing to the next and it being a little bit out of whack. Okay, so here we are waiting for a particular outcome. Yeah, you're okay. So I feel like right now, yeah, you're moving from a very particular way of living, okay, into something, a new way of living. All right, this would be like from, it could be moving in with somebody. You could be like literally buying a new house. You could be moving from state to state. You could be moving jobs. You could be moving relationships. Whatever is moving for you, you're in the process of that transition. Okay. Now, you're also dealing here with, you're contending with the way things had been and the way things are going to be. Okay. You're going to have to make a very strong decision that takes you out of your comfort zone. Your world is about to get a whole lot bigger. And again, with the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the World reversed, I think that there's some information that you're waiting on, some sort of like definitive piece that needs to come in order for this like to now really move forward. Okay. Because you can't quite see that it's time to take all of those steps yet, time to take action. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is information about your physical world. Okay. You're waiting on this sort of judgment, this contract, this agreement, you're waiting on that material piece to fall into place. Okay. This is about friend group, connections with other people, waiting on that piece to come from friends or that you can join friends. All right. And this is about a very spiritual connection here. Okay. A very spiritual connection. This really could look like, honestly, you guys, what it could look like is where you're connecting with some sort of soulmate. Okay. Soulmates aren't necessarily always romantic. Okay. They are definitely people that we have designed and prepared ourselves for coming into our life pre-existence, pre-physical existence. Okay. So before you came to this planet, you had a plan for your life. There are people that you planned to connect with and meet with, right? Honestly, this has such a spiritual component with the Hanged Man and the Two of Cups here that I have to say that where you're moving from and where you're moving to has everything to do with your pre-existing plan prior to physical life. I'm not kidding you guys. With the spiritual component here, yeah, because this right here, the Hierophant, that represents like the Pope, right? Spirituality. We have the King of Cups, which is look at that revelation from the heavens. We also have the component of it changing your physical life. There is a spiritual connection piece that is clicking together in order for you to be able to make the move forward with what you're planning for yourself. Okay. We have the Strength card. Oh my God, this is all, whew. Yeah. Okay. So she's talking about something that's about to manifest that is extremely positive. Yeah. This is where she's talking about it's not in your physical reality yet, but you can see it. You can intuit it. It's coming. It's coming. This is where it actually does come, and it's fantastic. So whatever it is that you're waiting on, it's going to come in, and it's going to resolve itself naturally. Okay. And it's going to be very good when it does manifest. We have the Strength card. This is where you get to own your own power. I think that this connection that you're making, this change that you're making in your life, is definitely going to put you into deeper resonance with who you actually are and bring you to a higher, I think that personal connection with yourself is going to be enhanced because you own your strength, you own your power. Okay. At this point, once this manifests, okay, and you're going to see yourself and what's possible for you in a very new light. There is a huge change on the horizon here for you, Virgo. You know it. You're taking those steps. You're doing what you can. There are pieces that are ready to fall into place, and there is a spiritual connection with somebody that has everything to do. It's right at the center of this. And when it all comes together, it is going to be so good. You know it, you can feel it. And I think at that point, what happens is you really own your own worth. You own your strength. You own what you're capable of. I think by the end of this week, you're going to be, or at least at the end of this ordeal, once this plays out, you're going to have a much more, you're going to have a much deeper respect for your relationship with your authentic self and your influence from spirit of what's possible for you. Like in spirit, influences us with our imagination and inspires us with ideas. And I think that you're getting, if I recall, it's all kind of coming in and remembrance here for me. Virgo, you guys had this big call for about 6 months the second half of 2024. And your big call was for you. All of the experiences that you were having were meant to show you how powerful you are in terms of in terms of manifesting your desires, as you own yourself and you own your connection with your higher self. Okay. Meant to trust yourself. Meant to teach you how to trust yourself. So I think that all of the pieces, the trust that you did allow yourself to have, the influence and inspiration that influence that you received and inspirational steps that you took. And I think that all of the pieces come together. And when this final click, click, click happens, it all clicks into place, Virgo, for you. Now you know without a doubt you can trust yourself, which is honestly perfect timing. Okay, trust clicks into place. That's the name of your reading. Trust clicks into place. Now, this is perfect timing for you, Virgo, because the South Node is going into your sign. So once you know that you can trust yourself, now you're ready for all the changes that are going to come with the South Node being in your sign. So it's not just, it's not like it's, this moment of like relief and just like, relax on the couch and what's that called? Like resting on your own laurels. Like I made it this far. Like I made it to this like kind of save point, and now I'm free. No, it was preparing you. That was the preparation. Okay. That was the preparation for all of the change that's about to happen in your life. So what you're going to be looking at, Virgo, as the South Node moves into your sign, or is moving this week into your sign, is being able to rely on that trust to move yourself out of places that you had felt too comfortable. That's why I said you can't just relax and be comfortable on the couch. All of the places that you had felt too comfortable and weren't challenging yourself now are going to be up for review over the next year and a half. And that trust that you have been able to secure within yourself is exactly what you needed in order to be able to do this evolutionary change that you're going to be going through. And it's constant change over the next 18 months. Okay. But trust had to be in place. So I would like to say at this point that I honor you and your journey deeply, that you are probably extremely impressed with yourself right now. And over the next 18 months, as you allow yourself to gracefully move through your evolution, you're going to be more impressed with yourself than you can even imagine at this point. So yeah, it's game on. Definitely it's time. But I think that it's going to be very, very good for you guys. It's going to be like, it's like you're going to be, over the next 18 months, you're going to be shedding an old skin and you're going to be an entirely new version of yourself. And because now you trust yourself completely, you're going to have so much fun and be able to enjoy all of this shift, all of this evolution, all of this change, the development of the new you. That's what's happening here, Virgo, the development of the new you. and you're going to, you have the ability to enjoy it because you now trust yourself. So good job. Excellent work. Excellent work getting yourself here. You're now well prepared for your journey ahead. Okay. I love you all. I hope to see every one of you in my Patreon community. Please do go to Patreon. Find me. My name, Tamara Larice. We will have very intimate conversations about everything that you need to know about your own personal evolution, universal truths, trusting yourself, your higher self, all of the things that you need to know to raise your consciousness and to be able to shift your reality in on your own terms. Okay. That's what we'll be doing in my Patreon. So I hope to see you there. And I will begin this evening. It will be at 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to do that live Q&A where I will be channeling spirit for you guys. Okay. So I love you all. I'll see you there. And if I don't see you there, I will see you next week. Okay. Take care. We're going to move forward with Libra now. Libra, hello. How are you doing? Are you enjoying your 2025 so far? Let's find out what Spirit has in store for you for this week ahead. What are the influencing energies? What is the spiritual message? What is the point of clarity? What is it that Spirit has for you? I'm excited to find out. I am letting everybody know that I am launching my Patreon community. We'll be getting together every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, and I will be channeling spirit for you guys to answer any questions so that you can create your reality the easiest and best way possible, being in tune with your higher self. So we'll be talking about shifting reality, bending time, all of bending reality, shifting time, whatever that, all the things, quantum mechanics. Okay. Learning what Spirit has to say to us about those quantum mechanics. All right. So for you, we're starting out with the 6 of Cups. Ooh, that is beautiful energy. 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, there is a significant relationship that is supportive, that's turning out to according to your desires. Let's keep going here. A significant relationship that is supportive of, and maybe it's a change in a love relationship, change in, it could be a relationship with a child. Definitely somebody from your past could be coming back, but it's definitely in harmony with what you have wanted to see for yourself in terms of, I think, financial security. I was starting to read that as 9 of Cups, but it's actually 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is where you are keenly aware, very, very strategic in planning every single place that you put your resources and making sure that it's coming back to you tenfold. So the 6 of Cups does talk about a significant relationship. 9 of Pentacles talks about you being able to have a clear strategy for your resources, personal security, personal material life, financial well-being, certainly, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. King of Pentacles. You guys, okay. Your financial well-being rests within your connection with another person. What I'm feeling here for you, Libra, is that let's take a step and look at some of the attributes that Libras carry with them, okay? Libras can be extremely critical of themselves and other people. Now, all signs have this ability, but because Libra is that justice, making very affirmative decisions, very clear-cut decisions, right? And there's not a lot of emotion in the way that she sees things. I'm speaking to the Justice card right now. That's why I'm saying she, Lady Justice. She's like, this is the way that it is. This is right. That is wrong. This is how we're moving forward. I'm looking at all things, and now I know clearly, definitively how we're moving forward, right? So this is one of your natural abilities, okay, Libra, is to make once you weigh out everything, you can make a very clear decision of what's appropriate course of action. You're the cardinal sign of relationships, partnerships, and and uh, justice, right? This is how we move forward now. I think that what happens here is that you allow yourself to have a much more emotionally satisfying, deep, heartfelt, loving connection with another person or other people. And because you're not being so critical at this point, I think that you're doing some deep healing this week so that you can be more in the heart. And I think you're tapping into your emotional sense, which, yeah, that makes sense. We have the Pisces action right now with the North Node, right? So you're moving into a much more emotionally sensitive part of yourself this week here, Libra, and it helps you to be less critical, to form deeper connections with the people that you love and people that are in your life. And the result of that is definitely financial well-being. I think that you're doing a healing, and this could be healing from your past or healing with other people that you love, significant connections. Doing that healing for yourself and opening your heart up and opening yourself up to more sensitivity is what allows in financial well-being. We have the Three of Pentacles here, that connection. Of course it is. You're connecting and collaborating with people in a way that is supportive of your financial well-being. That's exactly what the Three of Pentacles talks about, building something together. I think that it's your willingness to work well with the other people, right? But again, I think with you being the cardinal sign of relationships and partnerships, this is business relationships, this is romantic relationships, this is all relationships. You represent how people ought to get along, right? But that part of you is now including the emotional element. And so the connection that you have to be able to build whatever this is for your financial well-being, your finances take an upshift because of this healing that you're doing, the emotions that you're allowing in. There's Jupiter, expansion. I think that you're also understanding the emotional component or the heartfelt component in your ability to expand financially. You can't leave emotions out of the equation. It can't be all just like a swift sword. It can't be all cerebral. You have to get into your heart, get into your body, connect with other people deeply in order to be able to manifest your financial achievements, your financial goals. Okay. So this is beautiful here, Libra. This is beautiful. What is that Wheel of Fortune now? What's expanding for you? And well, obviously there's all of this material, financial well-being. Okay. So the Five of Pentacles, you're walking away from anything that was built from that wounded place. Okay. Because it's on its side. So the energy is present for you to walk away now. To be able to walk away from hurts, wounds, connections that were built from wounds. And yeah, I think that if you have any intuitive abilities inside of you, Libra, at all, that your even psychic sense, right here, this High Priestess, she is the most psychic representative of psychic abilities. And with the Seven of Cups, she's definitely your intuition, your sense of, I just keep going back to psychic. Just keep going back to psychic. Your psychic abilities are influencing your ideas for work. So can you see? All right. So in order to be able to tap into our intuition, we have to open our hearts. It can't be all cerebral. It can't be all logical. Okay. So it's about not being so much about knowledge, book smart knowledge, or your ideas in the way that you see things, Libra, or being critical of the way that things are supposed to be. It's literally at this moment where you tap into your heart to be able to allow your inspiration or spirit to speak to you. Okay. Your psychic gifts to influence your work now. Your psychic gifts are influencing your work. Three of Cups, connection with others. And I want to say that we have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. The message is very clear when you look at the numerology of this. 3, 6, and 9 are the energies or dimensions of creation itself. So in order for you to be the clear creator of your reality, for you to be able to create the financial well-being within your work that you want, you have to open yourself up to the intuitive part of you, the emotional part of you, and emotionally connect with other people for your success. That's what you'll be doing this week. Emotionally, heart-centered, heart-opening, healing, deep, any wounds of unworthiness, insecurities inside of yourself, you're going to be healing those through your connections with other people. And this will bring about material success for you. Okay. Jupiter is right here. Jupiter's right here. Expansion, financial expansion through connections. That's your, I'm writing it down. Okay. Financial expansion through emotional connections. And it influences your work. Okay. Right. Okay. Whatever you've been working on, it grows and you see financial reward for it. Okay. All right, Libra, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to go deeper with me, have deep conversations, more intimate time together, we are going to be connecting on my Patreon every Monday evening, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, to be able to receive information from spirit about creating your reality, raising your consciousness, interpretation of tarot and how to use that to create your life. Go to my Patreon and join today so that you can be there with us at 3 p.m. Pacific today. Okay. So Libra, thanks again for joining me. I love every one of you, and I will see you all next week if I don't see you on my Patreon. All right. Take care. Okay, Scorpio, how are you doing? Hello, Scorpio. How's 2025 treating you? How are you guys doing with the creating of your life? You guys we're like elbow deep in it because you are the spirit of transformation. You represent transformation itself. So I think that you are beginning to experience a lot of the new life that you created for yourself, a new version of you, and being able to see where that's taking you, right? Sorry. Do you guys need a throat chakra clearing? Woo! Okay. Are you speaking your truth? Are you having to speak your truth this week? Oh my gosh. Excuse me. All right. Whew, shuffling those cards to see what spirit has to say for what points of clarity, what information Scorpio can use this week. What are the current energies for you? All right. 8 of Cups. Ooh, 8 of Cups. Yeah, this is where you're walking away from something in order to, follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Let's see what else. Queen of Cups. Yeah, through love. Love. This could be a romantic love, certainly. Certainly could be a romantic love that you're follow your heart. It's also where you connect your heart-centered energy to your creations, the love of what you're interested in, the love for your passions. that pulls you forward and helps them to manifest. That's what this Queen of Cups talks about, heart-centered, creative energies. We have the Page of Cups, information about your material world. Okay, pages are information. And Two of Swords, this is about something that you don't necessarily see, an option that you don't necessarily see. Okay, so let's take a look here with the Rider-Waite and Rider-Waite-Smith and see what kind of clarifiers we can come up with for you in terms of what it is that you don't necessarily see possible for yourself. Follow your dreams. Follow your heart. Follow your love. Ooh, 8 of... that's 2 8s. That's 2 8s. The 8 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. I think that you're about to receive... What you don't see coming is that your success is imminent for you. Success is imminent. There's something that you have been perfecting. It could be work related, certainly with the Pentacles, could be work related. Financial stability in your work, being able to build something extremely successful for you, yourself, taking a look at what wasn't working and what is working and using that as your guide. So also this can be where you're taking assessment of how things are actually paying off in your favor. This is where you've worked hard for it. You've worked hard for it. And you have many opportunities that are available to you, and you're making a decision about that. So I also want to say that we have here the seven of Swords and the 5 of Wands. So I would say to you, be aware of anybody around you right now that may not have your best interest at hand. I would just steer clear of them. I think that just a simple awareness and avoid a fight with somebody, because you're definitely making some very bold moves right now. And what you don't see coming is your success at this moment. You're about to be very successful. And that can be very disruptive to other people. What you're choosing for yourself may not be what they would choose for you. So you could be bumping up against a conflict. And I would just be aware that that's a potential, and that your power lies in your knowledge of your success. Your power lies in your heart, what you love. There's a reason why your heart is in a very specific place, and it's time for you to follow it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Boldly go without question. That's what this that's the action that you need to take, is boldly moving forward without worrying about what everybody else says, because your life is about to take a whole new turn. Right there, that Ace of Cups. This is love. This is satisfaction. This is peace. This is my life looking the way that I would, if I designed, and you do, since I design my life the way that I want it, I get to experience that reality. And that's you right there, the King of Cups, emotional maturity. So I think that what we're talking about here is, when you're taking your action, if it's disruptive to other people, maintain your ability to be emotionally mature in that situation, because what you're doing is meant for you, not for everybody else. That they're creating their reality, you're creating yours, and Spirit's answering that call. And it's time for you to, inspire you with those steps, and you got to go. You've got to go. Whatever this is for you, you've got to go. Okay? Because you're aligned with a brand new opportunity for yourself. There's a new opportunity in this. This is creativity. This can also be sensual pleasure as well. Right here with fire energy, it's passion. You're aligning with your passions. Your passion for work, passion for a love, passion, whatever it is that you're passionate about, you have an opportunity to be able to experience it, and it to become your new life. And what you don't see coming is that how exactly how successful this is going to be for you, Scorpio. So if you were doubting in any way, This reading is to affirm to you that it is going to turn out really well, and just avoid any fighting with anybody. Take the emotional high road, okay? Because you're doing exactly what you're called to do. All right. I love you, Scorpios. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope to see you on my Patreon. I'm letting everybody know, launching my Patreon today. We'll meet today every Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific. No, excuse me, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. It'll be a live Q&A where I will be channeling spirit. We'll be having deep conversations on quantum mechanics, on anything that's important to you, how to apply spiritual universal knowledge to your everyday activities so that your life looks the way that you desire it and is easy and fun. That's the whole reason that we connect to spirit, right? That's the whole reason. All right. So I love you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. If I don't see you on Patreon this afternoon, I will see you in 1 week, next Monday. All right. I love you guys. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with now Sagittarius. Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me today. How's 2024 treating all 2024? How did 2024 treat you all? Did you experience a big glow up in 2024? Did you evolve in 2024? I think that we all did a bit. It was a year of personal power. How you gain your abundance through personal power is what last year was about. And now we're putting all the pieces from all of the last 8 years together this year. And we're putting it all on the table. It's up for review and saying, this is what worked. This is what didn't work. This is the version of me that I like. And this is the version of me I'm moving forward with because this works. My authenticity works. And because it works for you, it's always a win-win for everybody else. When you are following your path, when you are listening to your spirit, it's always a win-win for everyone. Every time. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's start pulling some cards for you for this week to find out what information is available. Spirit, Knight of Swords, 5 of Swords. Okay, did we have all swords on your reading last week? King of Cups. Ooh, mastering that emotional landscape. And 10 of Cups. Okay, so last week we had you all in your head. Last week it was all about Sagittarius. It was about you 100% trusting yourself and not weighing other people's opinions, expectations, sense of responsibility towards other people, not weighing that into the equation because it was tearing you apart. Honestly, your spirit is guiding you in a particular direction. You're weighing everybody else's wants and needs and expectations into it. And when you were able to get yourself out of that, it looks like you're moving yourself out of that and you are now aligning yourself to your emotional well-being. Okay. You're feeling very good about life again. Okay, we have the Hermit here, Mercury, talking about is very wise, right? The wise sage within, trusting yourself. And when you are able to pull that wisdom up, that knowledge, that inner knowing, this is you connected to the field of intelligence, infinite intelligence, okay? And that's through emotional well-being. That's what your emotions do. We have the 10 of Cups, which is emotionally satisfied life, and the King of Cups, which is emotional maturity. As you're able to do that part and add the emotional satisfaction piece to life and relax yourself and calm, you're able to see that you have a connection to a wisdom that's bigger than yourself. It's life force energy moving through you. Any question that you ask is going to have an answer every single time. You just have to have that clarity in order to receive the answer. So this is where you connect with the answers, okay, of the universe, and then be able to use that information in a very organized, practical way to plan your steps and take your steps one step at a time, right? So what else does Spirit have to say to you in regards to this week? You're putting pieces together. You're connecting with your well-being. You're feeling pretty good about life and you're being inspired. Oh, to go for it. This is you. This is you. How are you approaching the situation? Go boldly, right? That's every single time we get the Knight of Cups or Knight of Wands. It is go boldly. Have your adventure. Adventure is your approach to this. Don't ask questions. Don't wait around. You're being guided to go. You got to walk away from something because there's a new opportunity on the other side of it. You got to walk away from what was supposed to be or did work, supposed to be satisfying or did work. Whatever it was that had worked for you before is no longer working for you, and you have to go. You're planning those steps to go. And I have to tell you, we have the King of Wands here, this Leo energy, where your thoughts become things. That's consciousness turning into reality in a very pleasurable, very optimistic. This is passion. This is optimism. This is joy for life. This is ready for adventure. You're taking that adventure. You're walking. Oh God. All right. So, yep. And you're walking straight into your abundant new life. Yep. There you go. You're on your path right there to greater abundance. You're receiving everything that you need from spirit to be able to take you to exactly this opportunity. This is where you follow your passion, you go for it, and you meet this new. This is the King of Wands is also the entrepreneurial spirit king. So you could have a new work opportunity that's presenting itself that could actually be an increase in your financial well-being. Whatever it is that you're being called to is going to expand in a very optimistic, very auspicious, very pleasurable way. Financially, your life is about to improve. So you're being called, right? You're being called to go in a very specific direction. You're weighing everybody else in. It's frustrating. It's painful. It's tormenting you. Through this week, you separate yourself from everybody else's expectation. You tap into your emotional well-being, and you start planning your steps towards your destiny for your purpose. And there is an opportunity waiting for you on the other side of it. Opportunity awaits. I am marking that down. Opportunity awaits your emotional well-being. Okay. Emotionally well, choose you. The opportunity presents itself. Happy life. Okay. All happiness, all good. And it's an increase in your financial well-being. So I think that you just need to tap into you. That's all. That's it. Just tap into what you want. Don't put anybody else in the middle of this. Tap into what you want, Sagittarius. Take the inspired steps. Follow your heart. Follow your happiness. Follow your joy. Follow your sense of adventure. Go for it. And a new opportunity arises and increases your financial well-being. So I am letting everybody know that I am starting a Patreon community, launching it today. We will be meeting every Monday live, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, where I am channeling spirit, infinite intelligence on your behalf to help you be able to create your life, raise your consciousness, raise that vibration, and be able to be in harmony with your higher self in the universe. So it's all about this this Virgo card right here that you're experiencing. How do I tap into the sage within? How do I let go of everybody else's sense of responsibility towards everybody else, their expectations? And how do I live my best life? Okay, in a way that is a win-win for everybody else. Those are the kind of things that I'll be channeling. Also, if you're interested in asking questions, it's a live Q&A with me. So if you're also interested in asking questions about tarot itself and interpretations of cards, how to use tarot to help yourself, help your friends, help your clients, whatever it is, yeah, this Patreon is designed for you. So I hope to see you all there this afternoon. I love every single one of you. If I don't see you on Patreon, I will see you all here live next week. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.